And good evening. Welcome back out again here to Albany High School as we get set for Grand River Conference basketball action on the girls' side. Tonight we'll start out with our court warming game that got pushed back a little bit. At least the court warming date got pushed back. Game still being played here tonight against Braymer as scheduled. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Braymer girls basketball on Albany TV. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty Chen Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee Shoats of Albany and Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. Northwest Cell American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the City of Albany and Albany Booster Club, the Albany School District, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. And Mike, I just want to say after a long week last week at the King City Tournament, glad to have you back up in the booth here with me.
Well, I can tell you I'm glad to be back in our original arrangement here. I didn't mind doing the play-by-play. I can't say I necessarily feel comfortable doing it, and I definitely feel more comfortable in this role than the previous role. But had some entertaining games, and particularly I thought the girls' third-place game, I thought the Warriors, for probably having a disappointing semifinal game, came out and really played well. I thought on the defensive end, I thought they played very well together. I thought their hustle was off the charts in that game, and came away with a convincing win against what I thought was somewhat of an underrated team. And I thought the Warrior defense, Coach Crawford thought that was as well as they played defensively all year, and I thought that was really a good way for them to finish up that tournament after a disappointing semifinal.
And you think about it, the Chiefs come home with the Super Bowl trophy after 50 years. Albany boys and girls both come home with a third-place trophy. Not too often that both Albany teams have come away with the trophy from the same tournament for quite some time.
Yeah, I don't even know when that would have been. I know, if you go back a number of years, say 20 years or so, that was a fairly commonplace scenario, but the wins have been few and far between sometimes for both the boys and the girls at different years. Both seem on the uptick this year, probably not where they want to be or would like to be, but making a lot of progress over where they've been in previous seasons. And so that's if you're a Warrior fan, you hope that's the first of many of those types of nights.
And again, tonight we'll welcome in one of the farthest conference opponents here from Albany as we welcome in the Braymer Lady Bobcats tonight. And they do have a couple of girls that can definitely take over a ball game.
Well, again, the Braymer Lady Bobcats have one of the premier athletes in the conference again in Jasmine Taylor. And track, softball, basketball, she's been very much an all-conference, a top all-conference performer in each of those activities, and basketball is no different. But they've got some other pieces as well. Dallas Hall, Kennedy Stone inside. They've got some other players that can do damage if you concentrate too much on Taylor. And I think one of the things maybe that is a concern, if you wonder, if you're the Warriors, you're wondering what team you're going to get, because this is a team that has lost to Stanberry, has lost to King City, which I think may raise some eyebrows, but then they also knocked off Worth County in their gymnasium by a 40-38 score, and I think preseason predictions would have had Worth County easily winning the Western Division, and what they've done is created a situation where Worth County really needs to win on out, which they can certainly do. If they win on out, they become the Western Division champion.
Which Albany can play spoiler on Thursday night over at Worth County.
And, well, Albany is still in a position where if they could knock off Worth County and put them, they would come away with one loss. They would lose the division to Stanberry on the virtue of, if Stanberry wins out, they each have one loss. So there are a number of scenarios that can still play out in the conference race as we go along here. So could be an interesting game. The Warriors certainly hope that is the case. And we'll see how it goes. We're hearing a little noise out of the peanut gallery, and not really sure what we're listening to over there. But
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we get set here for high school basketball action here from Albany between the Albany Lady Warriors and the Braymer Lady Bobcats when we come back in just a moment. Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out to Albany as we get set here for the playing of our national anthem. Then we'll get ready for our Dollars and Messner auction service starting lineups. Here is the playing of our national anthem by the Albany Warrior Pride Band.
Remove your hats and face the flag at the south end of the gym for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Pep Band.
And now time for your Dollars and Messner Auction Service starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Contact the winning team of Dollars and Messner Auction Service for all of your auction needs.
Number 11, Dallas Hall. Number 12, Hallie Russell. Number 34, Jasmine Taylor. And number 35, Kennedy Stone. The Bobcats are coached by Angie Stone, assisted by Jody Hall. And now the starters for your Albany Warriors. Number 2, Casey Messner. Number 11, Michaela Martin. Number 13, Sierra Anthony. Number 20, Gabby Newman. And number 23, Paige Brown. The Warriors are coached by Brooke Crawford, assisted by Kaylee Walker.
Remember, tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Contact the winning team at Dollars and Messner Auction Service for all of your auction needs. Taylor Francis, Dallas Hall, Hallie Russell, Jasmine Taylor, Kennedy Stone, Casey Messner, Michaela Martin, Sierra Anthony, Gabby Newman, and Paige Brown. And as we prepare to tip off tonight's contest, don't forget to start your morning or trip with a stop at Shotes in Albany for either an ice-cold fountain drink or a hot cup of coffee. Maybe on your way down to the Chiefs parade tomorrow, stop in and get a hot cup of coffee.
Absolutely. I think I'll stay and watch it from the comfort of my sofa.
Sounds like a plan. Sarah Anthony, as well as Jasmine Taylor going for the tip-off. Won by Albany. Michaela Martin goes up. She'll immediately be fouled and will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, and a big factor in that hustle that I talked about against DeKalb in the third-place game of the King City Tournament, Michaela Martin had a bunch of just outstanding hustle plays. There's an example right there.
Misses the first free throw off the back of the iron. And, Mike, I'm going to have you fill me in a little bit on what happened during that game as we go through. As you got to call the girls' game, I called the boys' game as we were in separate gyms again all last week, as the next one goes off the back of the iron as well as Martin misses both free throws.
Well, it's just really good man-to-man defense. I don't think DeKalb was known for their three-point shooting. I don't think they had one. Everything was contested. Warriors got really good performances, I thought, from Sierra Anthony and Casey Messner, who was player of the game. And it was just an outstanding team effort in that ball game to get some things going.
Taylor puts it in for Braymer to open up the scoring as Martin has it left wing up to the top. The key for Messner over to left wing now for Gabby Newman. Up to the top of the key for Paige Brown. Gets it down to Casey Messner right wing. Up again here for Martin. Gets it to Brown. Now over for Messner. She'll drive baseline. Puts up a shot blocked here by Jasmine Taylor.
Tough start for the Warriors, and Warriors going to pick up man-to-man and see if they make any adjustments, if they have some things having trouble getting things off and going.
Stone drives baseline, knocks it off the glass. Kennedy Stone with the bucket. It's now 4-0 Braymer here, a minute 15 here in the ball game.
You see a lot of dribble penetration and pitch. That time had the dribble penetration found on a backdoor cut.
Messner with a shot from 3. Rolls around, no good. Rebound's going to be made here by Dallas Hall. She'll quickly send it up here for Taylor Francis. Francis sends it over to the right wing here for Hallie Russell. For Jasmine Taylor, back up to the top of the key here for Kennedy Stone. Stone over to the right wing for Hall. Trying to feed it inside to Taylor. Goes up, throws it up off the glass. Can't get it to fall in. Rebound's going to be made here by Michaela Martin.
And I just don't think you want to give Jasmine Taylor a lot of chances to catch in that low post. I think she's going to make you pay for that.
Martin sends it up now for Messner. Drives, now pulls back up to the top of the key. Paige Brown with a shot from 3. No good. Rebound's going to be made here by Taylor Francis.
Francis with a pretty heavily wrapped knee brace is a shooter.
Drives in, goes up a little too hard. Can't get it to go. Michaela Martin trying to come in and get the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds in the corner.
Going to be a lot. You get from the Bobcats. You're going to see a lot of penetrate and pitch. You're going to see a lot of pass and cut to the basket.
Well, inbounds to Hall. Drive in through the paint, leaves it off for Stone. As Stone goes up, knocks it in. 6-0 Braymer.
Good start for the Bobcats. The Warriors just maybe not quite the same defensive intensity. And they're really trying to help, and they're doing a good job. But when you help, that just leaves other people.
Brown gets it over to Newman right wing. She'll drive into the paint, goes up, puts up a little floater, can't get it to fall. Anthony with the rebound, goes up. She can't get it to go either.
Just had trouble getting the ball up above her head, and it's a tough way to go for the Warriors.
Francis sends it over to left wing here for Hall. Last year when these two teams met down in Braymer, it was Albany that won on a last-second shot. Actually, it was a last-second rebound and putback by Michaela Martin. That got the Albany ladies the win over Braymer down at Braymer.
And 3 baskets, 3 different scorers. Probably a good sign for the Bobcats.
Actually, Stone has 2 of the buckets here for Braymer.
Well, that's correct. I was thinking.
Francis gets it off now here for Hall, right wing. To Francis, shot for 3 from the corner. Rolls out, no good. Rebound is going to be made by Stone. Throws it back up, can't get it to go, and then a foul going to be called here against Jasmine Taylor.
And if I'm the Warriors now, every shot they've taken, with the exception of that last drive by Gabby Newman, everything's been an outside shot. Really try to get the ball down on the block, maybe, or at least with a freed up side where they've got an open side to drive.
Gabby Newman sends it left wing over now for Messner. Gets it now for Newman on the block. Now pulls it back, now trying to drive back in, puts up a little floater, can't get it to fall. Newman comes away with the rebound, sends it back in, but it's going to be picked up here by Dallas Hall.
Danger trial. That time Hall kind of got hung up and couldn't get the ball up the court.
Jasmine Taylor loses. It's going to be a jump ball here on the floor between Taylor and Anthony, and it's going to stay here with Braymer. Halfway through the first quarter of play, 6-0. Braymer with the lead here over Albany. Allie Russell inbounds to Hall. Shot from the baseline. Rolls out no good. And Sierra Anthony comes away with the rebound, trying to get it to Newman.
I think the Bobcats have run their offense pretty well. Even the shots they've missed have not been bad misses. They've not been forced.
Anthony from just past the free throw line bounces out, no good.
And Warriors right now just cannot find the range, can't get one to drop, and we're going to get a travel call. Newman's kind of jumped on
Hallie Russell.
Hallie Russell as she might have caught her by surprise a little bit. Avoided the steal, but dragged her pivot foot in the process, and it'll go back to the Warriors.
5 of the 6 upperclassmen for Braymer here in the starting lineup. Brown sends it over now for Newman. Steps back. Now gets it again to Paige Brown as she'll dribble inside. Finds herself underneath the basket and gets it off to Anthony. She feeds it back. She has an open Brown on the left block. Maybe found her a little too late. And it's going to be a 3-second call here against the Warriors.
You just can't catch it in the lane, hold it, pass it, and not expect to get a 3-second call out of the play.
Taylor Francis with it left wing, trying to seat it. Send it inside for Taylor, has the ball knocked away, picked up here by Martin.
And right there, Martin comes up and looks. She's got Gabby Newman for a layup. May have been in a little bit of traffic where it couldn't happen. Warriors need to get a little quicker.
As Newman drives baseline, puts up the floater.
A little bit quicker in their step and quicker into their offense. Nice dribble drive by Newman. Got a little runner on the baseline. They get their first basket off the drive. We'll see if anything goes from that point.
Up to the top of the key with it here, Dallas Hall. Now brings it inside to Stone, goes up. Might have been tipped a little bit there by Paige Brown, and then it's going to go out of bounds here for Jasmine Taylor.
Yeah, lucky Brown. Maybe a break there. Stone had a pretty good look at the basket, just couldn't get it to drop, and then I think Sierra Anthony got kind of pinned underneath by Taylor. And she just couldn't control the rebound. Warriors will got a chance to draw a little bit closer.
Sturkis and Papa will check in here for Brown and Martin. Papa with it left wing. Now sends it up to the top, the key for Newman. Back again for Papa, left wing. Up to Anthony. Over the right wing for Newman. Newman steps back, puts up the shot. Gets the shot to fall as it banks in and gets the foul here from Taylor.
And that's going to be her second. So a nice step back jump shot from Newman. And I know it's bothered Gabby a little bit. She felt like she hasn't been shooting the ball really, really well. And maybe that's a good sign for her to get that step back. 17-footer plus the foul. Got a chance to draw within one.
And takes Taylor out of the ball game here a little bit as Newman's able to hit the free throw as well. Kaylin Saunders will check in.
She's got all 5, and if you're Warriors, you're thinking, okay.
Stolen away here by Papa. Leaves it off for Newman, left wing. Puts up a 3. Knocks it in.
Well, we've said off and on at breaks that Gabby was due to have one of those nights that just everything went down, and just that quick there. Warriors on an 8-0 run. They retake the lead here in the first.
I said really she missed her first couple of shots, but continued to put them up there and got the floater to fall and then picked up the three-point play and then puts in the three-pointer. Stone with it, sends it back up now for Sanders. Shot with her foot on the line. Only counts for 2, so we're tied up at 8.
Kaylin Sanders, that's a big lift for her to come in and hit a shot right off the bench.
Papa sends it in now for Anthony, and then trying to get it there to Ashley Sturkis, and then immediately coming back is Anthony with the steal. Messner runs through traffic, brings it back out, now has it up at the top of the key.
Still a young player. Might have been a tough shot choice by Sturkis, but she'll get to that point.
Newman
that
with a
one might have
shot
been
from
a little
three.
Quick release.
No good.
Instead of having her feet set, nice fluid shot. A little quick there on that.
Now comes away with the steal here of Taylor Francis. Goes over the right hand, knocks it in.
And I believe that's all 10 points for
all
Gabby
10
Newman
points
here.
for Gabby Newman as Albany leads 10-8 with 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Over to the right wing here for Sanders. Leaves it off for Stone. Now for Russell. Brings it into Stone. Loses it. Puts up the shot. No good. And rebound is going to be made here by Sierra Anthony. 10-8 Albany with the lead. All points coming here from Gabby Newman in the first quarter. We're back with the second in just a moment on Albany TV. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. 10-8 Albany with the lead. They'll also start out with the basketball here to start out the second quarter.
So the Warriors didn't score for the first, I think, 4 minutes of the second quarter, and then they did. They come back and take the lead.
All coming
10-8.
by the way of Gabby Newman there. As she'll have it up at the top of the key. Drives baseline, leaves it off for Paige Brown. She'll go in, leaves it back out to Newman. Newman steps on the baseline, puts up the shot up and good.
Nice team play there. Found Brown. Brown with the dribble drive, came off to help, finds Newman back, pump fake. 12 points for Newman, 12 points for Albany.
And a 4-point lead here.
That's right.
Driving in Dallas Hall, and she's going to be called here for the double dribble before she got tripped up a little bit there by Emily Papa. Jasmine Taylor still on the bench here for Braymer. We don't expect her to be on the bench long here with 2 fouls if Albany continues to keep pulling away.
There's all kinds of times to lose a game. Gonna give her another look.
And she knocks it down. And a timeout going to be called here by Braymer, and I believe Taylor's going to be coming back in after this 30-second General Center timeout on Albany TV. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Welcome back out again to Albany. It's a 15-8 lead, all coming by the way of Gabby Newman. We'll get it back up to the top of the key here. Riley Hawkins with it. She'll get it to Stone as she'll drive baseline, and a foul going to be called here against the Lady Warriors. Foul against Albany is going to go here against Ashley Sturkis. That'll be her first personal, team's third. She'll come out now as Sierra Anthony will check in.
Taylor back in the game for the Bobcats. That was to be expected, I think.
They get the ball inbounds to Hawkins, and she's going to be called for the travel.
Well, and you just wonder, will you see a change in some defense here? It looks like they're still going to go man-to-man, but
Newman with it up at the top of the key. I said, and really, they try and get it to Paige Brown, but a foul going to be called. And if that goes against Jasmine Taylor, we probably won't see her for the rest of the half. And this time they're going to get it against Kennedy Stone.
Well, I was surprised to see Taylor come back and guard Gabby Newman. She's got 15. And you know Newman's going to put it on the floor and go to the basket. I was just kind of shocked.
Well, really,
I understand it otherwise, but with 2 fouls, I'm not sure I would have done it.
I said, and really Taylor was keeping Gabby Newman under check and the Albany offense. She went out whenever Albany only had 5 points. And a lot of that came off of the last foul that Taylor had as Emily Papa's shot is no good. Rebounded here by Martin, gets it to Newman. Drives baseline, trying to throw it up, goes up, can't get it to fall. And it's going to be rebounded here by Hawkins. They get it to Taylor, drives in with her right hand, knocks it off the glass, up and good for 2.
Yeah, they want to take away her right hand, make her spin back into some help.
Newman brings it across here against Taylor. Up now for Paige Brown. She's going to be called now for the travel up at the top of the key.
But they're overplaying that. They're overplaying that pass to the wing. Just take 2 dribbles right up the middle. You're going to have a free throw line jumper if they don't respect it. If they do come off and guard you, then you make the reversal pass. I think sometimes there's a tendency to try to spend so much time running the offense that you don't play basketball.
Delaney Shields checks in here for Pappas. Taylor trying to bring it to Stone is going to be called here for the travel. So 15-10, Albany with the lead, 5:43 left to play here in the second quarter. As Gabby Newman will walk it across the center court timeline. Up to the top, the key for Paige Brown. Now over to the right wing, Delaney
Inside.
Shields. Shields up now for Martin.
And there's a case of Shields' pass. I think Martin had a wide open look if she caught it, but Shields' pass took her out of a shot.
Sweem going to be called there for the foul. That'll be her first, team's 5th. Martin with it up at the top of the key. Sends it up now for Gabby Newman. Newman drives baseline, leaves it off for Anthony. Shot, no good. Can't get it to fall, but it's going to go out of bounds here off a Stone.
Good work by Newman. Found her. Warriors had a good shot. Anthony couldn't get it to drop.
Newman trying to inbounds to Anthony. Is going to come back to her.
That's a good play. That's a good play by Taylor because that was a layup for Sierra Anthony.
Paige Brown left wing, shot from 3. No good off the backboard. She's put up 2 threes so far here tonight. Hasn't hit either one. Sends it across here for Hawkins. The Taylor now for Stone, baseline. Knocks it in.
Yeah, it's just passes are too easy. They're making a pass and getting the ball 12 feet from the basket. I know they want to help out on Taylor, but
Stone has half of the 12 points here for Braymer. She has 6. Shields with it left wing. Up to the top, the key for Martin. Gets it now for Paige Brown over to Newman left wing. Newman with a shot from 3 off the iron. Ball tipped up. Brown keeps it in play. And it's going to go right to Jasmine Taylor.
Now getting maybe just a little too anxious on some of these shots. It's taking good shots. Now they're starting to be just a little bit hurried.
Foul against Albany is going to go against Gabby Newman. That'll be her first. Team's 3rd here.
Warriors got some mismatches down inside.
Swing with it right wing. Now sends it over to Dallas Hall. Back inside to Stone. Puts up the shot off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound's going to be made here by Martin.
And kept alive. Nice box. Really nice job by Shields trying to keep that alive. I thought Taylor had the inside track put back there.
Newman drives in, leaves it up to the top of the key. Messner, a shot from 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Nobody home on the right side. It's going to be rebounded here by Dallas Hall.
Yeah, starting to push out a little bit instead of up.
Hall trying to send it inside for Taylor. Goes up with her right hand. Knocks it in off the glass. Up and good for two. It's now down to a 1-point ball game, 15-14. A timeout going to be called here by Albany. A full Petty John Arnold Center timeout. Back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
If a sports injury sidelines you from your favorite activity, don't worry. You have a team of experts ready to help. From sprains and strains to breaks and more serious injuries, Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine professionals have the skill and experience to get you back in the game as fast as possible. For more information, visit mymosaiclifecare.org/sports. Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're all in to get you back in. Welcome back out again to Albany, 15-14. Albany with a 1-point lead here, coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. It'll be Albany basketball. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Well, the Warriors come in this game 4-1 in the conference. I think the Bobcats are 3-2. The Warriors need a lead to keep them in contention for a division championship.
As Sierra Anthony goes up, she'll be fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And good set coming out of the timeout to get Anthony an open look inside.
Foul goes against Russell. It'll be her second, team 6th. Free throw from Anthony. No good. It's been one of the things that have really haunted the Warriors, both boys and girls this season, is free throws here.
Yeah, they've had
late going.
Yeah, they've had stretches where they started out slowly, then they had a stretch where they really shot them well, then they've had a stretch again where they didn't shoot them particularly well. Were okay in the King City tournament. Now they're 1 for 4 here.
I said even the boys had a little bit of trouble in that boys' third place game, finishing out with free throws as it's going to be knocked away, stolen away here by Gabby Newman. Underneath 3 minutes left to play here in the first half, 16-14, Albany with a 2-point lead. Anthony over to left wing now. And now back up again to Martin. To Messner, now back again over to Newman, left wing. Gets it to Anthony on the block. Anthony sends it up to Shields. Shields to Messner. Drives in, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. And then a foul going to be called here. And Sierra Anthony will go to line to shoot the 1-and-1. Here is going to go against Stone. Foul against Kennedy Stone is going to be her second.
So 2.5 to go. And you got at least a couple of key cogs for the Bobcats with 2 fouls.
And Taylor and Stone both have 2. So Anthony will shoot the first of the 1-and-1. First one is up and good. Paige Brown will now check in here for Shields. Second free throw attempt from Sierra Anthony. Off the back of the iron, no good. And rebound is going to be made by Hallie Russell. Bringing it across. Is Francis going to go off her knee, picked up by Anthony. And now Newman will walk it across here for the Lady Warriors. Newman over to left wing, now for Martin. Up to Anthony, right wing Newman. Dribbles in, now pulls it back out up to the top of the key, looking for Messner, stolen away here by Russell.
Well, and that...
Taylor goes up, and a blocking foul going to be called against Newman.
Well, that time Newman, instead of just running the offense, she just surveyed too long to see whether she could get a shot off instead of just continuing to, because Casey Messner was wide open at the top of the key, didn't get the ball, and then tried to throw it, and it was too late.
Taylor's free throw attempt. Off the back of the iron, no good.
Got 2 fouls on Newman, so she's going to take a seat.
And checking in for her is going to be Emily Papa.
And see what the Warriors come back with. Offensively, expect them to kind of run the offense we just saw. May try to use a little bit of time.
Taylor's free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Brown. Quickly bringing it across. Here is going to be Martin, sends it over the left wing now for Messner. Up to the top, the key for Anthony. Right wing Martin to Papa.
You get the ball reversed.
Anthony to Messner. Shot from 3 from right wing. Up, no good. Anthony with the rebound. Gets it to Papa. Now again for
Good
for
shot
Martin.
selection. Now reset, run the offense. Almost.
Ball tipped away there from Martin. It goes out of bounds off of Braymer and stays here with the Lady Warriors.
Good shot selection, though. Ran a little bit of time. Got a wide open look from 3.
Messner goes up, can't get it to fall, comes away with their own rebound, and then stolen away here by Taylor. Taylor gets it off, and a travel going to be called here against Addison Sweem.
Yeah. Messner's having a tough go offensively here. Just can't get anything to drop. Taking good shots for the most part. Just can't get it to fall. Thought Braymer did a good job of challenging that last layup, making it difficult.
1:05 left to play here in the first half. 17-14, Albany with a 3-point lead in the basketball. Messner with it up at the top of the key. Sends it up now for Brown. Over now for Martin. Martin now pulls it back. Again, almost has it stripped. And again, and this time, going to be called for the reach-in here is going to be Addison Sweem.
Martin a little strong on her first 2 attempts.
She'll go to the line here for the 1-and-1 as it's the 8th team foul called here against Braymer.
Sometimes the Warriors have a tendency to over-dribble a little bit in their offense. When they just, a person's open, they can just keep running it.
First one from Martin is up and good. Second free throw attempt here from Michaela Martin. Up and good as she's able to knock them both home. 19-14, a 5-point Albany lead, 42 seconds left to play in the second.
Barring a jump ball, be Braymer's ball to come out at the start of the second half.
They get it to Taylor on the block. She throws it up, can't get it to fall. Sanders comes away with the rebound, then knocked away and stolen away here by Papa. Trying to keep it in play and does as it's picked up there by Michaela Martin.
Good job. Now run your offense. You've got 20 seconds to go. Try to get the last one.
Paige Brown shot from 3. Off the mark to the right.
Might have to come back to that another day. Not that they're terrible shots, but just may not be your night from 3.
5 seconds as they get it into the corner here for Hall. Up to Sanders. Now leaves it off for Hallie Russell. Shot from 3, no good. 19-14. Albany has a 5-point lead here at the half. We're back with the Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We come back in just a moment.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
At American Family Insurance, we know your life has many moving parts, from your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family. We'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses,
great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. Welcome back out to Albany as we get set here for halftime entertainment. It's the Petty John Auto Center Free Throw Challenge for schools, as the two board presidents here from Albany and Braymer will shoot free throws for money to be given to the winning school. We'll await Jack Walker here as he gets ready to start. The announcements here of who will be participating tonight. But again, it is the two school board presidents. Here's Jack Walker. We'll let him take it away.
It's time once again for the Petty John Auto Center free throw competition. Representing the Braymer Bobcats tonight, on the free throw line is a member of the Braymer School Board. He's been a member of the school board for 10 years and is currently the president of the Braymer School Board. He's the father of 6 children, all of which have played high school basketball for the Braymer Bobcats. Unfortunately, he has never played a single quarter of basketball in his life. But according to his sister-in-law, Cindy, who also volunteered him for this free throw shoot, if he had a rifle or a shotgun in his hand, there is not a basketball in the gym that would be safe. Also, Cindy says he's an awesome grandpa. Shooting for the Braymer Bobcats, Mr. Larry Shue. Representing the Albany High School is also the president of the Albany School Board. He was born into this world. He rolled over to his left and said, "What the?" Because as Albany knows, he did not come into this world alone. Growing up in Albany along with his twin brother Kevin, as most sets of twins, when you saw one of them, you most likely would see them both. According to many of his friends, there are many a story to be told, but I'm not going to go there, Kevin. Well, your twin brother is not here tonight, but the two little blonde cheerleaders to your left are, of course, your daughters. No pressure, kid. Shooting for the Albany School Board, Mr. Kent Wilson. There's the rules, guys. The cheerleaders will be retrieving the balls for you. You'll get 1 minute on the clock. Both shooting at the same time. As many free throws as you can hit in that 1 minute will be the winner to receive $50 for your school from the Petty John Auto Centers in Bethany and Albany. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, folks, get them going. It's got to go in the little orange thing up there, guys. Down through the net. Got to hit that hole. High! On the Albany side. Here on the Albany side. Put it in there, Larry. Put it in there, Larry. And nothing gets me down. 30 seconds, guys. Halfway in. Give him the ball, girls. Give him the ball. Quick. Up and in. Up and in. Over Albany. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him a big hand, people. Give him a big hand.
So Kent Wilson is the winner here for the Albany School Board as he makes 8 baskets. And Larry Shue, the board president for Braymer, gets in 1. Take a look here at the unofficial stats here from the ball game. Albany girls unofficially shooting 6 for 24 for the field, 5 for 9 from the free throw line, 2 for 10 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Gabby Newman of 15 points, 2 points for Michaela Martin, 2 points for Sierra Anthony. For the Braymer girls unofficially, they are shooting 7 for 17 from the field, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 0 for 2 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Jasmine Taylor and Kennedy Stone, each with 6 points, 2 points for Kaylin Saunders. So there is a little bit of foul trouble, though, for the Braymer girls. They have 2 fouls on Hallie Russell, 2 fouls against Addison Sweem, 2 fouls against Jasmine Taylor, and 2 fouls against Kennedy Stone. Albany, they have 2 fouls against Gabby Newman there in the half.
Well, a couple things jump out at me. One thing, for Braymer, one thing you're happy about is Jasmine Taylor came away with, had 2 quick fouls, sat down for a while, came back in the game, and was a big factor offensively for them and was able to do so without picking up her 3rd one. Kennedy Stone, I think, got too late. I think she sat down the remainder of that half. But here they're maybe 2 of their top scorers. They're at least able to get them into the second half with only 2 fouls. For the Warriors, the one thing that jumps out at me, they've gotten more shots than their opponent, which is probably a tribute to their defense and their rebounding both. One of the things that also jumps out at me is the Warriors are shot in 10 3-pointers, and having watched them this year, that seems like a large number. Now, for a lot of teams, that wouldn't be a big deal, but that seems like a lot for the Albany girls so far. Gabby Newman really kind of put the team on her back through most of the first half. I think she had their first 15 points.
She did, and she didn't have a single point. But the big thing is here, so Gabby Newman had 4 points and then had the and one as Jasmine Taylor got her 2nd foul and sat down. She then reeled off 10 points. Jasmine Taylor came back in. Gabby Newman did not get back on the scorebook.
Yeah, and the part of it had to do with Jasmine Taylor. Part of it just had to do, I think she just missed some shots.
Yeah.
But that was a big lift for the Warriors because they were reeling. They started out down 6-0, and I think it was the 4-minute mark of the first quarter before Gabby put in her first basket, and they had really struggled. They depended a little bit too much maybe on outside jump shots, but you see these girls in practice, they've hit some threes, so the fact that they haven't taken terrible shots. They're wide open shots, and so probably if they're going to continue to give them till the Warriors can hit some of them, they're probably going to be wide open. But again, the Warriors shooting 25% from the field, that's not unusual territory for them.
Yeah.
We've seen that before, and even with that, they're ahead by 5 points. So maybe they can heat up a little bit the second half, and we'll see where we go from there.
We'll be back with more your Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we get ready to start the second half in just a moment.
Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Mester a call at Dollars and Mester Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252, or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Remember, your halftime tonight on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. 19-14, Albany has the lead. As we start the second half, it'll be Braymer basketball, though, to start out the second half.
Well, look for Braymer to have a set coming out. I would be shocked if they didn't try to get the ball into the hands of Jasmine Taylor. When they've been able to get it to her at the high post 2 times, she's just put the ball to her on the floor to her right and gone to the basket just too quick. And the Warriors now trying to sag and help off a little bit.
Taylor gets it down to Stone. Taylor and Stone each had 6 points there in the first half. Brings it inside to Taylor, spins around, goes up, and is going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul here is going to go against Paige Brown. That'll be her first personal. Braymer shot just 2 free throws in the first half. Both came off the hands of Jasmine Taylor as she didn't hit either one of the free throws. This is the first one to the right here. Second free throw attempt upcoming here from Jasmine Taylor. The back end free throw off the back end, and it's going to be rebounded here by Michaela Martin.
And I don't really know what kind of shooter she from the free throw line she is, having not seen her very much. And we're going to get Paige Brown on it. You got to give her a full step, and you can't move.
So Paige Brown quickly picks up 2 fouls there. So now she has 3 here in the contest.
On the back screens, you just really want to set yourself and make your teammate run the ball handler into her.
Ball tipped
Great
around,
hustle.
picked up here by Martin, loses it. Now it's going to be picked up here by Taylor Francis.
Here we got some issues.
Hall now down to Stone, can't get it to fall in. Comes up with a shot, knocks it in on the second chance opportunity.
Well, I thought maybe the Warriors had dodged a bullet, and I thought they were going to have to pay for their pressure. They missed the layup. Then they didn't get the rebound.
I almost thought that Paige Brown was actually about ready to pick up her 4th foul on that put in there by Stone, as Newman will have it right wing up to the top of the key. Messner shot from 3, misses it. She's now 0 for 4 from behind the 3-point arc.
Kind of pushing the ball out instead of getting it up and getting a nice backspin on her shot.
Over to the left wing with it here is going to be Dallas Hall. She'll send it into the corner here for Stone. Stone sends it up to the top of the key for Russell. She'll put up a shot from 3. No good as it bounces out, and I believe Taylor going to be called for her 3rd foul.
Good box out by the Warriors, but long shots mean long rebounds.
Foul is going to go against Jasmine Taylor. That's her 3rd, team's first here in the second half. Paige Brown will sit out. Ashley Sturkis will have to come play some meaningful time here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and it's almost Sturkis instead of Papa because they do have some size on the floor.
Anthony sends it left wing now for Martin.
Be a little quicker. Warriors need to be a little quicker.
Messner up now for Sturkis. Dribbles in, now leaves it off for Newman.
It's like right now they need Sturkis to set the screen down. She's not there.
And the pass to Martin is stolen away, and going up and laying it up is Taylor Francis, and makes it a 1-point ball game, 19-18. Sturkis with it up at the top of the key. Gets it in now for Messner, trying to leave it off for Sierra Anthony. The bounce pass goes off her foot and then thrown away here to Messner.
Yeah, she could turn, had Messner wide open, or had Newman wide open for a 3. Didn't do it. Now she's going to dribble into trouble and get herself. Not a good series right there.
It'll be a jump ball that'll stay here with Albany. Checking in here for Braymer is going to be Addison Sweem, as Jasmine Taylor will check out here with 3 fouls. Inbounds up now for Anthony. She'll get it up here for Martin.
I think somebody confused in what offense we got here.
Now Newman with it up at the top of the key. Gets to Anthony. Now back over to Martin, right wing. Messner left wing. Trying to feed it up over top to Anthony, and she is going to be fouled here on the floor.
Warriors just a little discombobulated. There's no smooth flow to their offense. It's almost like they're looking to score too quickly instead of just continuing to move the ball on their offense.
Messner with it left wing, now sends it into the corner for Newman. Last foul went in against Kennedy Stone, her 3rd. Sturkis shot, up and good.
Nice delivery from Gabby Newman. Nice lift for Ashley Sturkis. Big basket. Warriors back up by 3.
Over to left wing with it is going to be Russell. She'll send it up to Sweem. Now to the baseline here for Hall. Gives it into Stone. She is going to be fouled here by Sturkis, so Sturkis will pick up her third.
Warriors just spent some time in practice working on taking away ball cuts, and Sturkis has been beaten twice now by just straight cut to the basket. You got to step in front, make the offensive player go behind.
Take that back. That was just the first call against Sturkis. First free throw attempt from Stone is up and good.
And you almost wonder about maybe a defensive switch with Anthony going to pick up Kennedy Stone.
Sanders will be ready to check in here for Stone after the next check. As the pass over to Messner is going to be called a jump ball. That's going to go to Braymer. So Stone will check out with her 3 fouls. Kaylin Sanders will check in.
And don't you get the idea the Warriors probably need to make a little hay here with those two sitting
when
down.
Got Sanders and Taylor both on the bench. Now would be the time to make the run.
Because you kind of wonder where the point's going to come from. There's 2 of them.
Can't get it to fall though. Now Hall on the rebound, knocks it up and good. Tied at 21 all, 4:05 left to play here in the third. Newman sends it over right wing here for Martin. Dribbles in, puts up the shot, will be fouled, gets the bucket as well.
Boy, Warriors needed that. Kind of struggling right here.
Foul against Braymer is going to go against Taylor Francis. That'll be her first personal, team's third. Emily Pop will check in here for Casey Messner. Martin to finish the 3-point play. Can't get it to fall in as it bounces out. Bringing it across. Over to the right wing now for Francis. Into the corner for Sanders. Up to the top. Sweem shot from 3 off the iron. No good. Hall trying to keep it in play. Picked up by Sturkis. Newman brings it across here for the Lady Warriors. Quickly over to left wing for Papa. Pop up now for Anthony. Right wing Newman now feeds it off to Pop on the right block. Knocks in and off the glass. Up and good for 2.
Good execution by the Warriors. A nice turnaround. Bothered a little bit, but Papa was able to concentrate and stick. That's a tough jump shot. Back to the basket. Defender closing on you.
Sweem drives in, puts up the shot, too hard off the glass. Dallas Hall there, though, to put it back up and in, and a timeout is going to be called here by Albany, and we're going to be back after this 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
3:03 left to play here in this third quarter. 25-23, Albany with the lead. And Mike, we were talking a little bit during halftime. Our good friend at grc.com, Jeremy Benson, came up with a stat that both of us were kind of surprised by. Albany girls, when they score 40 points, are undefeated. When they do not score 40 points, they're winless.
Well, yeah, and now there have been a few times where the Warriors and their opponents scored over 40,
yes.
but when they were able to do that, they win. And I don't know that's maybe a real surprising one, but the fact that you're undefeated anytime you score over 40 points, that says a lot about the defense that you're playing. And Dallas Hall for Bobcats has given them a nice lift. Really need to get her off the board, but
Hall gets it off now here for Russell. Gives it into Saunders, now on to Hall. Spins around, goes off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Anthony.
I like to see the Warriors go a little bit up tempo. That doesn't mean they've got a fast break to score, but just let's get maybe a little push and see what maybe materializes by doing so.
Hawkins checks in here for Sweem with her 3 fouls. Now Messner will check in here for Martin. 2:16 left to play here in the third quarter. It's a 4-point Albany lead, 27-23. Anthony gets the inbounds, gives it off now to Newman. Drives to the left block, goes up, and she is going to be fouled. It's going to go to line to shoot 2.
That's back-to-back fouls on Hallie Russell. What that gives her.
Well, actually, I think they put the last one against Sweem.
Oh, they did. Okay. Well,
but that is still Russell's
third.
So Braymer with a couple of girls here with 3 fouls. As Newman hit the first, as Russell, Sweem, along with Taylor and Stone, all have 3 fouls here. 2:11 still left to play here in the third. That one was the 5th team foul called against Braymer. Second free throw attempt from Newman. Off the back of the iron, no good. Newman fights for the rebound, gets it to Sturkis. To Anthony now for Messner. Over to left wing, Papa. Up to Anthony up at the top of the key. Again, back over to the right wing for Messner. Up to Newman. Left wing, Anthony. Trying to feed it inside to Messner. Ball gets knocked away. She's able to pick it back up in the baseline. Leaves it off for Newman. She spins and is going to be fouled.
Well, we've talked about the Warrior deliveries in their offense, and it always looks like they're about a click slow. Instead of hitting people on the break, they're always hitting them about a click after they've been open.
Sanders there called for the foul. Her first, team 6 though. Ball inbounds here for Anthony. Gets it off for Messner. Messner brings it up to the top key over the left wing for Newman. Gets it to Papa on the left block. Sidesteps the defender, goes up, can't get it to go past the defenders, gets knocked away. Newman will pick it up on the left wing.
Lucky break. It's tough to shoot a set shot from the block.
Papa brings up to the top key, up for Anthony. Over to the right wing again to Newman. 1:20 left to play here in the third. Newman drives in, leaves it off for Anthony. Back up again for Messner. And now we'll hand it up to Newman as Newman will try and restart this Albany Lady Warriors offense. Newman drives in, leaves it off for Anthony. Left block, goes up, can't get it to fall. Hall comes away with the rebound.
Great delivery by Newman and just in and out by Sierra Anthony.
She's had a few of those tonight where they just bounced out.
Got to finish.
Shot off the mark there from Rayleigh Hawkins from 3.
Under a minute, Warriors up 5. That's where they were at the halftime break. But you wonder if they're not going to regret the fact that with Stone and Taylor both on the bench.
Into the corner for Papa. Sidesteps the defender. Puts up a shot. Short. No good. Rebound's going to be made here by Riley Hawkins.
Not a good shot selection. It really wasn't.
Bringing it across. Here's Francis over to the right wing for Russell. Brings it inside for Hall. Gets the shot to fall up and good.
And that really makes that shot look tough now because 10 seconds. You're going to have to go. Might as well go right now and get a chance at the second one.
Newman trying to feed it into Anthony. It's going to be knocked away. And it's a 3-point Albany lead here after 3 quarters. We're back to start the fourth. We come back in just a moment.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one. Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Welcome back out again to Albany as we get ready to start fourth quarter action. 28-25. Lady Warriors have a 3-point lead in the basketball.
And probably not a good series there at the end of that. Maybe
even the last
quarter.
2 possessions there.
Yeah, really didn't handle it well down the stretch of that third quarter. It's now a 3-point game.
And now both Taylor and Stone back in here for Braymer. Up to the top of the key for Messner, over to left wing for Anthony. She'll put up a shot from 3 from left wing off the front of the iron, no good.
Yeah,
And then a foul against Sturkis.
I'm really questioning some of the shot selections that are going up here. We got people shooting threes that haven't shot threes much all year. They have done it in practice. I'm not sure in a three-point game this is the time to do it.
A little different, though, practice and game situations.
It is.
Taylor drives in, goes up, puts up the shot, up and good for 2. Brings it back down to a 1-point ball game, 28-27. Since Braymer got out of that quick 6-0 lead, they really haven't led in the game since Albany came back, but they've made it a 1-point ball game a few times.
There's just kind of a feeling of an uneasiness if you're a Warrior fan right now, because the Warriors are behind, got ahead, and when they had opportunities maybe to extend the lead, they just haven't done it.
Newman with it on the right wing, sends it up to the top of the key for Martin. Martin's shot maybe got tipped a little bit. And as Messner trying to keep it in, it's going to go out of bounds.
The Warrior shot selection, just let's be honest, just has not been very good.
Yes. So we were 2 for 10 from behind the three-point arc in the first half. I don't know exactly how many we've shot here in the second half, but I know we haven't made one as Stone goes up, can't get it to fall in. Taylor trying to come away with the rebound. It's going to go off the foot here of a Lady Warrior.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like the Warriors have really gotten lucky defensively a few times because they've had some really good shots that you just can't get to drop.
Albany here in the half, just 0 for 2, though, from behind the three-point arc.
Well, Warriors should be in the 1-1. That was a big steal from Gabby Newman. May turn out to be a really good foul, but you might as well make her shoot free throws because that was going to be an uncontested wide-open layup by Gabby Newman.
Dallas Hall with the foul. That's just her first. As the first free throw attempt from Newman, no good. Rebound's going to be made here by
Probably
Taylor.
Need to get back. See, this is just, you got to be aware. I mean, you're back on. You hear the Braymer crowd laughing. There's a steal.
That's picked up here by Paige Brown.
And it just missed a free throw, and nobody was back to cover the ball.
As Taylor Francis knocked it in off the glass. Over to the right wing here with Martin up to the top. The key for Anthony. Left wing Newman. Newman drives, trying to put up a contested shot. Can't get it to go. Anthony on the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Ball rolls around. Ball comes out. Picked up here by Brown.
No force.
Goes up, knocks it off the glass, up and good for 2.
Big basket by the Warriors, up and under by Brown. Coach Stone's trying to get a timeout on that loose ball before the steal and didn't get it.
Stone with it on the corner, and a foul going to be called here on the floor against Albany.
Well, to keep from getting front cut, you've got to jump to the ball, make the cutter go behind you, and Warriors are just, they either relax or they're jumping to the basket instead of to the ball.
Stone gets it in there for Taylor. Her shot a little too hard as it's going to be rebounded here by Messner. She'll slow things up.
A little bit of a force by Taylor there. He had doubled up inside.
Messner sends it left wing over for Newman. She'll send it now over for Martin. Back up again to Anthony, over left wing again for Newman.
What we got here.
Maybe trying to restart the offense here. They get it up now for Paige Brown, who feeds it over to Messner. Messner inside to Anthony, and she is going to have, they're going to call a foul here from the far side. Foul against Braymer is going to go here against Dallas Hall.
We had one official had a jump, one official had a foul call. The foul always takes precedence over the jump call.
So Anthony will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul against Hall was her second, team's 8th. Anthony's free throw off the back of the iron. Second free throw attempt here from Sierra Anthony. Up and good as she's able to knock home the second.
Warriors lead goes back to 2 after falling behind for the first time since early in the first quarter.
And going up and getting the bucket and the foul here is Taylor Francis. She snuck behind the defense and drove her way to the strong side block, gets the bucket and the foul, as the foul goes against Sierra Anthony, her first.
And she beat Newman on a backdoor cut. Anthony tried to get back and help out, just too late.
Free throw up and good. Braymer takes the 1-point lead. Newman with it up at the top of the key, 32-31. Underneath 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Up now for Paige Brown. She'll put up another shot from three. This time she knocks it down, 1 for 4.
She had a lot of room. Shot it with confidence and knocked it down. Had a lot of time. Of course, that's what we said. They're gonna make them prove that they can hit that shot.
Stone's shot goes off the front of the iron, rebounded by Anthony.
Big basket by Paige Brown. That is so huge, and particularly you miss a couple three and shot that with confidence and knocked it in.
Martin with it left wing. Trying to get it to Messner, and a foul going to be called here against Taylor Francis. So Messner will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Next foul against Braymer is going to put Albany at the line for the double bonus.
Warriors trying to run some screen-to-screener action. We got a girl setting a screen, then coming off a screen, and the girl just too slow getting back up to the top.
Messner's free throw is up and good.
Big free throw. Had some struggles from the field.
As that's the first point of the 9 here for Casey Messner. Second free throw attempt. Off the back of the iron, Paige Brown comes away with the rebound. Trying to get it to Messner, stolen away. Quickly trying to bring it up to Taylor. She's going to pick it up, throw it off now for Hallie Russell. Euro step around Anthony, can't get it to fall.
Good defense by Anthony. Just held her ground, forced Russell to take a tough shot, and then got the rebound.
Newman brings it across the center court logo over to the right wing here for Messner. Up to the top of the key, Brown over to left wing now for Newman. Newman drives to left block, is going to be fouled, is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
They either got Stone or Taylor, one of the two.
And it's going to go against Taylor. That'll be her 4th. So Albany now in the double bonus from here on out. Next foul against Albany, Braymer will be in the bonus. As Newman's free throw is up and good.
They're all big from here on out now. Double on 2 possessions.
Newman has 2 points so far here in the half, all coming from the free throw line. As the back end of the free throws no good. Rebound's going to be made though by Anthony. Gets it to Newman. Now trying to get it to Brown. She's going to be charged here with the travel.
You just caught a break. Just come back, run your offense.
36-32. Albany with the lead. Taylor Francis brings it across over the left wing for Russell. Now she tries to throw it in play. It goes to Newman. Newman goes up with her right hand,
Good
knocks
play.
it in.
But that play was made by Michaela Martin, saving that loose ball. That was the kind of stuff we saw in the third place game.
Taylor goes up, muscles her way into the basket, up and good. 38-34.
And there wasn't much that Anthony could do. I thought Braymer did a nice job of throwing the ball back out and right back into the post.
Paige Brown up at the top of the key is going to have a timeout called here by Albany before a travel committed there by Paige Brown. We'll be back after this full Petty General Center timeout on Albany TV.
If a sports injury sidelines you from your favorite activity, don't worry. You have a team of experts ready to help. From sprains and strains to breaks and more serious injuries, Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine professionals have the skill and experience to get you back in the game as fast as possible. For more information, visit mymosaiclifecare.org/sports. Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're all in to get you back in. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
38-34, Albany with the lead. 2:58 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Albany with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Arnold Center timeout. Ball inbounds here for Newman into the backcourt.
Jasmine Taylor really going to try to turn up the defense here.
But again, has to watch it as she does already have 4 fouls. Gets to Anthony, back out to Newman. Newman drives into the paint, leaves it off now for Messner, right block. Knocks it in off the glass, up and good for 2.
Nice pass by Gabby Newman, because I really thought that was she had a good chance to take a runner there in the middle of the lane. Got a wide open Casey Messner, and that was a big shot.
Over to left wing, went to here is going to be Sweem, sends it across to Hall as Hall goes up, lays it off the glass, up and easy for 2.
I know Casey Messner wants to help. You can't help that much. I mean, not where you're just giving a wide open layup.
Newman brings it across, up to the top, the key now for Paige Brown. Over to the right wing now for Messner. The Sierra Anthony inside. She's going to go up. She'll be fouled. Goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to be called here against Dallas Hall. Foul against Hall is her 3rd.
Yeah, let's don't talk so much. We forget about the offensive player back here again.
Anthony's first shot off the back of the iron, no good.
Kind of get, when the Warriors have missed, as they're pushing the ball out instead of getting the ball up and finishing up high, getting a nice release. Free throws may end up being their undoing here if Braymer's able to come back in this game. I think they're right at around 50%.
Anthony's able to hit the second one and putting her foot across the line. There's Addison Sweem, and it'll be Albany basketball.
And that little bit of pressure was forced. That turnover was forced by Gabby Newman, just acting like the dreaded one-man press.
Newman with it left wing. Warriors do have their 40 points as they lead 41-36. Right wing for Messner. Up to the top of the key now for Martin. Back over to Brown. Right wing, Newman. Drives in, leaves it to Brown inside the paint, goes up, has it knocked away. Picked up, though, by Martin as she dribbles it out for Messner. Messner dribbles it over to the right wing. Guarded
Braymer
closely here by Taylor Francis.
Braymer has played really good man-to-man defense here. We've talked about the Warriors' shooting woes. A lot of times when that happens, it's the other team has pretty good defense to make you miss, too.
Albany will call a timeout with 1:26 left in the fourth. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
At American Family Insurance, we know your life has many moving parts, from your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family. We'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
Ball inbounds to Messner over on the left wing. She'll bring it up now to the top of the key. Albany into the double bonus, so they'll shoot 2 free throws for any foul. As now Martin with it left wing. Gets it up now for Newman.
Well, now the question is, if you're Braymer, when do you foul?
And with who? Because you've got quite a few already in foul trouble. They're
Well,
going to
they've
foul
picked-
Messner.
Well, you get an idea who they wanted to foul.
And Taylor Francis is the one that fouls. That's her 3rd.
I'm always interested to see who they think the one is they want to put on the line.
Messner's first free throw attempt. Off the back of the iron, a little bit
Too much,
to the left.
Too much left thumb in the shot. Just squeezing it off to the side.
Sweem will check out. Checking in for her is going to be Hallie Russell. Messner's second shot rolls out, no good.
Well, she's going to get fouled again, so.
Underneath the minute left, it's a 5-point Albany lead. Feed it into Taylor. Now they'll get it off here for Hall. Hall shot off the back of the iron. Rebound's going to be made here by Newman.
And I think if you're Albany and Jasmine Taylor gives it up, you're thrilled.
Brown over to the right wing now for Messner. And she's going to be fouled here with 36.2. And the foul again going to go against Taylor Francis. That's going to now be her fourth. So she and Jasmine Taylor each have 4 personals here.
Step up, shoot it with confidence.
First one up and good.
She did. Nice bounce back. Just the last one just went in and out. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like she's clanking them off the top of the backboard. She just
Or missing them all completely.
Yeah, they're not missed by much.
Second one a little bit off to the mark to the right.
Yeah, they need 2 3-pointers here.
With it up at the top of the key here is going to be Russell. She'll send it right wing for Francis. Back up again to Russell. Brings it into Taylor.
Foul.
Goes up. She will be fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2, though, here.
Well, the big thing you don't want is have a
3-point play.
And now, see, they're going to go. You don't care if she misses these. You don't care if you foul. They're going to go hard after the basketball.
Paige Brown will pick up her 4th. Jasmine Taylor hits the first. I believe she's now just 1 for 5 from the free throw line, or maybe 2 for 5 here, as she shoots her second.
We got Rayleigh Hawkins just checked into the game for Stone, I assume, to give the foul.
Second one is up and good. Messner trying to bring it across and does. Now she'll be fouled with 19.1. Foul here against Braymer again, as you called it, goes against Rayleigh Hawkins. That's her first. And Albany is going to commit a violation, so now they're only getting 1 shot.
Well,
they're going to send both Brown and Anthony back.
Just a little brain lapse.
As Messner only gets 1 shot, it's off the mark to the left. Quickly sending it up to Hawkins. She'll get it to Taylor inside the paint. Ball knocked away. Shot from 3, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds here with 5.8 left to play here in the 4th.
Well, that's a break for the Warriors. They've had a lot of mental mistakes in this game, a lot of poor execution, but again, their defense is holding on to them to where go ahead and take off.
Martin will bring it across. And it's going to be stolen away as time expires. 42-38, Albany with the win. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame, and your Papa's player of the game when we come back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite. Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Welcome back out again here to Albany, and it's a 42-38 win tonight for the Warriors over the Lady Bobcats. Taking a look here at the unofficial stats for Braymer. They shoot 17 for 40 from the field, 4 for 9 from the free throw line, 0 for 6 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Jasmine Taylor with 12 points, 9 points for Kennedy Stone, 8 points for Dallas Hall, 7 points for Taylor Francis, 2 points for Kaylin Saunders. Albany girls unofficially from the field, they shoot 14 for 40, 11 for 26 from the free throw line, 3 for 13 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Gabby Newman with 19 points, 6 points for Sarah Anthony, 5 points for Paige Brown, 4 points for Casey Messner, Michaela Martin, 2 points for Emily Papa and Ashley Sturkin. So Mike, Braymer actually outshoots the Warriors from the field. They each get 40 shots. Albany scores 14. Braymer scores 17. Braymer only shoots 9 free throws. Albany only hits 11 for 27. But Albany comes away with a 4-point victory.
Well, what'd you say? The Warriors were 14 for 40?
Yes.
From the field. So you break that down.
35% from the field, 42% from the free throw line.
Yeah,
tonight.
you're 14 for 40 from the field and 11 for 26 from the free throw line, and you come away with a 4-point win. You got to take that and run with it. And what it really speaks to is their defense. Again, kind of pulled their chestnuts out of the fire because the Warriors had, as we said, had a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of mental breakdowns. I thought they had a lot of poor execution, particularly offensively. I thought their shot selection was dubious at the time, but through all of that, they come away with a win. And I thought, one of the really big plays in the game was a three-pointer by Paige Brown.
Yes.
And she'd missed a couple three earlier in the game, and she shot it with confidence and knocked it in. A really big basket for her.
And tonight, our Papa's player of the game tonight, Mike, goes to Gabby Newman. She finishes with 19 points, but really, she was the cog that started the offense, scoring the first 15 points for the Warriors.
Yeah, when they got down 6-0, they hadn't scored in the first 4 minutes of the game, and all of a sudden she ran off 15 points herself, and the Warriors had a pretty comfortable lead. They benefited by some foul trouble by Braymer's best players, but Newman got them in foul trouble too.
Yes.
And I thought that was a really big part of the game. She was a big aspect. In the second half, didn't look to shoot it as much, hit some free throws, but also had a couple of key assists. I thought did a nice job of trying to keep them in their offense. And I thought she forced a couple of turnovers late in the game that really helped keep the Bobcats at bay. So good choice for her. Congratulations to Gabby. She had a really nice ball game.
We'll be back with the boys game when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.